Hi everyone. This is a topic which is needed in order to understand optics very well. We know optics is nothing but study of light, and light has one of the property called reflection. In this video, we will try to elaborate. We will try to understand reflection of light in case of a plane mirror. Okay. So first, we are going to see the definition. The definition of reflection of light is bouncing back of light ray. So this is bouncing back of light ray to the same medium from where it arises. So from a particular medium, the light ray is coming like this, and after striking the plane mirror, it is bouncing like this. It is called as reflection. Now I am just considering a oblique incidence. The meaning of oblique incidence is some making some angle with the horizontal line or horizontal. Now I am considering this as a incident ray which is coming from the light source. You can consider any light source here. So this is a light source here which is sending a ray of light. Okay, so from the light source, the light ray is striking the plane mirror, and after striking, it is bouncing back. So this ray, blue colored ray, is called as incident ray, and this ray is called as reflected ray. Okay. Now we will try to understand what are the different angles related to plane mirror. First angle is angle of incidence. Angle of incidence, this is the angle of incidence and it is represented with I. Angle of incidence is the angle between incident ray and the normal. So this is the incident ray and this is the normal. So between the incident ray and normal, if you measure the angle, it is nothing but angle of incidence. Now, what is angle of reflection? It is represented by small r here. Angle of reflection is nothing but the angle between reflected ray and the normal. Here normal means a perpendicular line. This is a perpendicular line drawn at the point of incidence. So this is the point where the light ray is striking the mirror. So we call this point as a point of incidence. Now at the point of incidence, if you draw a perpendicular line, we call this as normal. The angle made by the reflected ray with the normal is called as angle of reflection. Now what is angle of glancing? Alpha is called as angle of glancing. The angle made by the incident ray, or sometimes we call the reflected ray also. So the angle made by the incident ray with the plane mirror is called as angle of glancing. Similarly, angle of deviation. The deviation is nothing but, if you observe, if there is no plane mirror in the path of light ray, it will continue to move in this direction. Okay, but as we placed the plane mirror at this place, light ray bounces back and reflected like this. Therefore, there is some deviation between the incident ray and the reflected ray. That is measured with the help of angle of deviation. In the diagram, it is shown with the help of letter small d. Now, let us try to understand what are the two important laws of reflection. So, all the plane mirrors, not only plane mirrors but also spherical mirrors, works based on laws of reflection. Okay, according to first law of reflection, angle of incidence, according to law of reflection, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So the meaning for this statement is whatever is the angle of incidence, the same will be the angle of reflection. If if I consider angle of incidence as 47 degrees, then automatically angle of reflection also is 47 degrees. This is the meaning of first statement. Now let us go to the second statement or second law. Second law states that the incident ray, this is the incident ray, reflected ray and normal drawn at the point of incidence lies on the same plane. Okay, so where is that? Let me show you. So these are the incident rays. So this is the incident ray, and this is the reflected ray, and this is the normal. All these lie on same plane. This is the second law of reflection. Okay. Now after going through laws of reflection, now we will try to understand what is the relation between different angles. So already from the law of reflection, we understood angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Now, what is the relation between angle of incidence and angle of glancing? If you observe from the diagram clearly, this is a right angle because this is a normal which is drawn at the point of incidence. So this angle is a right angle. Therefore, if you add angle of glancing and angle of incidence, you must get 90 degrees. Therefore, if you know what is the angle of incidence and want to find angle of glancing, you can use this formula. Alpha is equal to 90 degrees minus I. Okay, so alpha is angle of glancing, I is angle of incidence. Okay, this is the relation between angle of incidence and angle of glancing, as well as angle of incidence and angle of reflection. Now we will try to understand what is the relation between angle of incidence and angle of deviation. From the diagram you can observe clearly that this total angle, when you draw a angle like this total angle is 180 degrees. Okay, so from the total angle, if you subtract this angle, okay, you will get angle of deviation. So what is this total angle? This total angle is the sum of angle of incidence and angle of reflection. Therefore, from the diagram I can write that angle of deviation D is equal to 180 degrees minus angle of incidence plus angle of reflection. Now from the first law, we know that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. In that case, we can write angle of deviation as 180 minus I plus I. So I plus I is 2I, therefore it is 180 minus 2I. This is the angle of deviation. This is the relation between angle of deviation and angle of incidence. If you want to extend this relation, you can extend this like this. So deviation is equal to 180 degrees minus 2 times, in place of angle of incidence we can write 90 minus alpha. I is equal to 90 minus alpha. If you write like that, you will get D is equal to 180 degrees minus 180 degrees minus into minus plus alpha, sorry, plus 2 alpha, plus 2 alpha. Now 180 cancels each other, therefore D is equal to 2 times alpha. This is the relation between angle of deviation and angle of glancing. Okay, so in this video we will cover up to this. From in the next video we will see what are the characteristics of the image formed in a plane mirror and how to understand each and every characteristic. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video.